Yes, the ever popular change the skin color of a popular character and then go to the internet declaring you did a diversity instead of actually writing, I don't know, interesting characters that meet the physical characteristics you're looking to have represented. It's just much easier to change the skin color of an existing character to achieve it. And that's quite frankly a marketing thing. It must be working. I don't know. I mean, they keep doing it and then they blame people when they don't like it. In this case, it's of course white folks. Velma, popular white female character from Scooby-Doo, is now being reimagined as Asian, and the internet is saying, "Ma, stunning and brave, diversity, Mindy Kaling." I'm not sure she actually has produced anything funny in her entire life or interesting, outside of being a side character in The Office for many years. She continues to produce, and in this case, her galaxy brain came up with, what if Velma was just not white? And that's the extent of how much these people actually care about diversity and representation. If they really cared, they would create new, interesting characters that would stick around for generations, as opposed to just race swapping somebody and saying, "I did a diversity, Mom." But then you get articles like this garbage. Mindy Kaling's Velma will be East Asian. Ooh, making an East Asian super smart and wearing glasses, bold move. Will be East Asian, and white people are not okay. Again, this is just bait, right? Like, if you want to make a show about in an alternate universe, I mean, I don't know what else to say. Mindy Kaling's Velma series will reimagine the character having an East Asian descent and living in a different world. So, not Velma. I don't understand. So it's not Velma. Isn't that pretty clear? Yeah, look at some of the replies. Why not just change the name to Mindy then? So basically this? East Asian here, this isn't what we want. We don't want hand-me-downs. We want good original characters that actually take effort to write and develop. Basically, just give us more characters like the ones in Avatar: The Last Airbender. I mean, what? I mean, okay. I mean, look, the show, I'm not saying the show shouldn't exist. I'm not saying the show shouldn't or is going to, automatically be terrible. But I'm just saying, like, this is not really Velma. I mean, there is an argument you could see here being made by what is someone who is clearly a Velma fan or whatever. There's a lengthy tradition of Velma being portrayed as Asian, dating back to 15 years ago. Whoa, 15 years ago, to these live-action portrayals from Haley Kiyoko. I'm not totally sure. As a longtime Velma fan and writer, I view it as totally unsurprising. Other portrayals of her as Latina and German Jewish, I guarantee pronouns are in the bio. They're not. They're not. Interesting. Oh, 18 plus characters only. Okay, so okay. I don't know. I'm not saying that Velma has never been Asian. I'm just saying that this is lazy. Yeah, you see, so this isn't Velma then. I mean, the idea, like, look, there is, in the universe, a black Superman, right? But that's a different character. The general, everybody views Superman as a white male, straight male. Now they're coming out with Chocolate Superman, and I think that'll be, a disaster because nobody wants it. Who's asking for that? And it's also head up by Ta-Nehisi Coates, who's a piece of garbage. I mean, has garbage opinions, I should say. Sorry. And here, why not just make a brand new character? Exactly. Why not? I mean, it's just so stupid. Just make a new character set in the Scooby-Doo universe. That's not Velma. Just make a whole new character. I'm fine with her being East Asian. Like, go off. But honestly, I don't know how Scooby-Doo characters would even, like, do on their own without the group. They're built to work and contrast well with each other from a personality and skill set standpoint. Without that, it's just odd. Yeah. Oh, another. She's not redhead, is she? So not Velma. And what's with the removal of redheads lately? That's been this weird. If you ever look up like the redhead erasure or something like that, it's a real thing. And I'm not exactly sure. If you look at all the quote tweets, you can see it's getting completely demolished. Here you see, okay. All right. Here's Lilith saying, because if there's one thing that's never been done before, it's depicting Asian characters as glass-wearing Poindexters. Why can't we just make a new character? I mean, I don't know. And I'm sure plenty of people criticizing this are not white people. White people. I'm sorry. That's how they say it, right? In February, HBO Max announced new additions to their adult animation lineup, and among them was Velma, an original series, barely, based on a Scooby-Doo alum and OG Mary Sue, Velma Dinkley, with Mindy Kaling voicing the title character. So she's just writing herself. It's just like a LARP where Mindy Kaling just says she's Velma. Today at the TV Kids Summer Festival, Tom Ashton, president of Warner Brothers Global Kids, reveal the details. We have a not-for-children Mindy Kaling project called Velma because she was excited to reimagine what Scooby-Doo would be like if Velma were East Asian descent. That's so lazy. That's so lazy. This is like a perfect example of why Hollywood is failing. Like, all right. You hear like insert rabble. Rabble. All right, everyone, calm down. Okay, calm down. Boardroom here. Okay, good. All right, we need ideas. The West is abandoning our projects. The East is censoring them into oblivion, and they're unpredictable. So we need ideas. Come on. We can't take any risks whatsoever. Okay. What if Terminator was played by an indigenous person? Great idea. Let's do that. What if Terminator was just a woman? Perfect. Love it. Existing platform, existing franchise. People will just pay no matter what, except they don't. What if the Ghostbusters were just all women? Ooh, great idea. Everyone loves the Ghostbusters. They'll just pay to see it because it says Ghostbusters on it. People are waking up to this crap. And look, Velma might be perfectly fine show to exist in whatever, but it's just not Velma. I mean, am I going to lose sleep over it like the Mary Sue suggests? Of course not. Naturally, you can see it says, the news of historically white Velma being East Asian rankled a certain racist subset of internet trolls who lose their minds every time a white cartoon character becomes a person of color. It's just the hilarity. I mean, I don't know. Can I just say that? It's just the hilarity, because ultimately, what if they had taken a black character and reimagined them as white? Could you imagine that even happening? Could you imagine the internet outrage? We saw the backlash against singer-actress Halle Berry when she was cast in the Disney's upcoming live-action The Little Mermaid. Oh, also, what's her name? Scarlett Johansson face when she was trying to play a trans character. Remember that? It goes all. I mean, the backlash goes to everybody of all races if they're not the right type of person playing the role. It's the same group of trolls who whine about She-Ra not being hot anymore because privilege is the voice of 1,000 angry incels screaming, "This cartoon character isn't white and isn't giving me a boner." This is one of the most hilarious strawmen of like the far left that promotes this, because they know what they're doing. They're happy to erase a famous character that is white. That they know that gets them off. And what they're doing is gaslighting you when you point it out and saying, "Oh, well, you don't like She-Ra just because you can't jerk off to it anymore." Like, who is that person? Who is that person out there that is genuinely mad about that? They don't exist, but they do that to shut down the argument. Look, I don't care. Obviously, it's an alternate universe. The show can exist, but if you want it to be Velma, perhaps maybe, honor Velma at all instead of just stealing the name and expecting people to be like, oh, Velma, like from Scooby-Doo? Oh, I should probably watch this. It's just lazy. Velma doesn't have to be white, but she's always been queer. So write that down. Oh, of course, I'm blocked by them. Scooby-Doo has been around since 1969 with multiple iterations and different takes. At this point, it really shouldn't matter how they approach a spin-off about Velma. Just make it good. It's not like her race was essential to her character anyway. That's not untrue. That's not untrue. None of these people's races are important to their character. So why is it important now? Why are you changing it? If it's not important to Velma, then why are you changing it? It's just weird. You know that these people would lose their minds if they took a prominent black character and reimagined the role as a white person. It just would never happen. So don't act like there's not this hilarious double standard. But what really will happen here, the real crime is that the Velma show will suck because they think just changing the skin color is going to mean that people will tune in. We've seen this with Batwoman. Now, Batwoman is a real character. It's not like they just race swapped a character, but they thought, oh yeah, a POC LGBTQ member, people just tune in. And they forgot about writing a good show. Mindy Kaling does not have a long history of writing good shows. I'm not personally offended by this. I think it's funny. I guess just another show that will get woke for the sake of being woke and probably not bother writing a good show. Hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.